The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series. Read by MissThanyarat Krudtung. Chapter 8. Porter is arrested. Just before midday, the whole village was electrified by the shocking news. It was reported that a bloody knife had been found close to the murdered man. Somebody had recognized it and stated that it belonged to Porter. It was said that a villager, delayed on his way home, had come across Porter washing himself in a stream about 1 o'clock in the morning, and that Porter had at once escaped off. These were suspicious circumstances, especially the washing, which was not a habit with Porter. Horsemen had gone in search down all the road in every direction, and the sheriff was confident that he would be captured before night. Of course, the pupils were given a holiday that afternoon. All the village were flocking to the graveyard. Tom's heartbreak vanished, and he joined the procession. The dreadful place drew him like a magnet. In spite of himself, that somebody pinches his arm. He turned, and his eyes met Huckleberry's. Poor young fellow! This ought to be a lesson to give robbers. Porter will hang for this if they catch him. These were the general remarks. Now Tom shivered from head to heel, for he caught sight of the stern face of Redskin Joe. At this moment the crowd began to hurry forward, and voices shouted, "It's Porter! He's coming himself! Look out! He's turning! Don't let him get away!" People in the branches of the trees over Tom's head said that he was not trying to get away, but that he only looked doubtful and lost. The crowd fell apart now, and the sheriff came through leading Porter by the arm. The poor fellow's face was as white as a sheet, and his eyes showed the fear that was in his heart. When he stood before the murdered man, he put his face in his hand and burst into tears. "I didn't do it, friends," he moaned. "I swear I didn't do it." "Who accused you?" shouted a voice. Porter raised his head and looked around him with a terrible hopelessness in his eyes. He saw Redskin Joe and exclaimed, "Oh, Joe, you promised me that you'd never—" "Is that your knife?" asked the sheriff, thrusting it before him. Porter would have fallen if they had not caught him. "He murderer. Tell them, Joe, tell them." "It's no use." Then Huckleberry and Tom stood dumb and staring and heard two stony-hearted liars make his statement. They expected every moment that the clear sky would deliver God's lightning upon his head, and wondered to see how long the punishment was delayed. When he had finished and still stood alive and whole, they waked intentions to break their oath and save the poor, betrayed prisoner's life, faith, and vanished. It was plain that this William was under the protection of the devil, and it would be fatal to interfere with the agent of such an awful power as that. He had now become the most horribly interesting person they had never looked upon, and they could not take their eyes off his face. They inwardly resolved to watch him at night when they had an opportunity, in the hope of catching sight of his dreadful master. Tom, fearful, scared, secret, and troubled conscience, disturbed his sleep for a week after this, and at breakfast one morning she said, "Tom, you talk in your sleep so much that you keep me awake half the night." Tom paled and dropped his eyes. "It's a bad sight," said Aunt Polly. "What is worrying you, Tom?" Nothing that I know of." But the boy's hand shook so much that he spilled his off coffee. "And you do talk such queer nonsense," Sid continued. "Last night you said, 'It's bad.' That's what is it. You said that over and over again." Aunt Polly came to Tom's relief without knowing it. "It's that dreadful brother," she said. "I dream about it almost every night myself. Sometimes I dream that I did it every day or two during this time of sorrow." Tom went to the Pisons, a little brick building at the edge of the village. When he had achieved his least small comfort, such as tobacco and matches, through the barred window to the murderer. This gift greatly helped to ease Tom's conscience. The villagers had a strong desire to whip Leskin for body snatching, but he was regarded as such a dangerous scoundrel that nobody was willing to take the least in the matter, and so it was given up.